Hello people, it's Blitz here. Welcome back to another episode of Rollercoaster Tycoon World. It's part 7 of Adventureland. Time to build out the centrepiece. Or several centerpieces. We'll work that out as we go along. Okay, since we've got a bug where benches, lights and bins, we can't put them on a platform. Or you can put the benches on a platform, but they don't work. So this is a workaround around what I found to get the benches and bins and that to work. So I just worked out how high I need to go, which is 6 walls high. And I want to build a platform, so I just want to put the ground close to the position as possible. Doesn't have to be perfectly, because you just build a ground around it at the bottom. Make it nice and big. And then from there, we'll add some floor tiles, then build a pyramid downwards to the floor. Or temple, depends what you want to call it. I have noticed there's seems to be a bit of a sound bug. I've turned the U sound down and the FX sound down to a bare minimum, and you don't seem to want to cut off. Just go down to a certain point, then just say, no, I'm not going no lower. The only way we get around is rather literally turn down the main volume. This has been another bug since patch 11. Okay, so there's the basic outline of the pyramid or temple. I've noticed another thing: when you start building high, same problem with we had all the roller coasters. The camera doesn't. Well, I think it finds a position he likes and it wants to keep going back and forward. So just get the right height. Then we just bang it down to the floor. I'm not quite what's causing that. It's only happened since I started to build this mound. I didn't have one when I done a test run. Don't know if I picked up some sort of mouse bug. I don't know. Okay, speed it up a bit. Try and get rid of that mouse problem. This stage, just want to add the old skulls as like a centerpiece to the sides of it. Let's get them in position. The other thing I found, when you build your paths, well, we know the paths when you, especially if you build on an edge, shape of your mountain goes out of shape. So the best thing to do is actually, well, when you're using piece by piece, there's no collision control. So make the mountain way bigger, and just let the terrain go through everything. Put the paths in the right location, then adjust the terrain afterwards. Now we're going to do the other side. Same procedure as before, except I won't use the skulls this time. Yeah, this side I'm going to add a couple of platforms with some lights on them, brighten the place up. The other side will be identical, so we've got the stairs, well, I'll say ramp going down, can't do stairs yet. And at the back we'll have like a seating area, garden area where people can eat, drink and chill out, as well as the restaurant at the bottom, sorry, at the top. Just want to put roof tile on the stairs so we just can't see the gap. Filled in the sides. Now come around and do the other side. I wish I did some modifications to this terrain tool where you can have at a fixed height and like maybe a fixed position, so when you're cutting the terrain away you don't take too much off. So we do the same thing again, and then the back end is like I said, is not the same as the sides. It's got a skull, one skull and the garden as such. I just want to build a new mound position, because as the path comes around from the right hand side, this is a lower area, so you get a bit of an overlook from the top, and also another overlook from the midway section where you've got the garden area. So now I just want to get the skull in the right spot, put in the terrain behind it. We'll get there in the end. I think it took me about 2.5 hours, I think, start to finish. Only thing I haven't done, which I plan to do, I might colour some of the stones different colour here and there, not all of them. Try and make some a little bit more weathered than others. Okay, so I've removed the old floor tiles so I can do the old path. Then I found out I had to, as I was saying earlier, you need to make the mound a lot wider. And since you try to put the path in, especially around the edge, it starts reshaping the terrain for you. Don't matter how hard you try. So the only way I could find out a way to get around it was actually to make the mound on top. So we got there and just cuts the end off. I don't know why it does that. It's beyond me. And I am using the grid version. So the grid version is no better than the standard version. I mean, if the piece by piece wasn't, if it had collision control on, we might have had a bit of trouble sorting this out altogether. But the path system in the game is still the big problem. You know, I'm touching up bits here and there, but in the end, as I said, we end up making the mound way wider, and then we end up thinking, get the path in position, then we delete all the terrain around it. Yeah, I think I've mentioned before, when the game first started, I don't remember the path changing the terrain underneath it. It's only when they tried to fix the path system it started to do this, and it's getting more and more often. So now putting the shops in. Make sure you got the old grid on, so you're nice and line up. When I first started out, I didn't have the grid on, and it was all going all over the place. Yeah, even putting in a shop changes the terrain. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't get the terrain to go into that bit sticking out because of my skulls, because they've got collision control on. It wasn't happening. Doesn't matter how hard we tried. But with luck, the next patch will solve the seating problem, and then we can add some seats there. Maybe stick a walkway around it as such, and people will start sitting on them. Yeah, I cut those out when we was making this. Get it down to an half an hour episode. Don't go over an half hour. Won't take too long to load up the YouTube. plus it obviously be quite long-winded to watch me keep going over and over the same thing again and again. When I've done a test run like this, I didn't have this many shops. I thought, wow, I've got a nice big restaurant. When I made this one, I thought, blimey, I ain't got enough room for my seats. I got nothing there at the end, especially with the seating there below. It's good enough. Certainly good fun making. I'm not sure, I'm thinking about putting a bridge in it. Making another one on the other side of the footpath. That would have been nice if we do that with a roller coaster on, but since piece by piece, well, I can't get it to work piece by piece and the roller coaster doesn't work. We can't do that yet, or we can do some sort of thing where we can have them slightly separate. Get around it that way. And now I've just got to move his terrain, as I said earlier. This is just to sort out the path. They really need to fix the path. I think I said time and time again, but they do need to fix it. So it is a pain in the backside. Unfortunately, I get a few grass textures coming through. And the other way around that is add a few more floor tiles. It all comes on nicely. At the end of the day, when I've done a test run, I actually done it on a luminous isle map. So I think the mountain some of the ground textures is a lot better. But I've got a problem with the sand on there. The sand, well, it's like a super glare. I can't see nothing. I think I said before, I'm pretty sure that happened when they brought in the sun feature, or light feature, or whatever you want to call it, going up and down, and it's never been right since. Now, I don't know if it's to do with the way AMD drivers are set. So I did notice when New Guy was doing it on his map the other day, I'm pretty sure he did it on the Luminous Isle, could be wrong. We also get it on the Western map. It didn't seem to glow that much on his, so it could be an AMD drive thing. And we know that Atari is supporting NVIDIA over AMD, but that will obviously be fixed. They won't have that on the finished products. So there's the mound, the way it's looking at this time. It's got to get in the path system now. Now don't forget to save, because this game does love crashing. Yeah, when the old quite high, the old camera, well, we know it freezes a lot and goes a bit nutty. It's quite hard to get straight the first part. Yeah, so the plan is to bring it round onto this mound below, which will make it a lot bigger, and a nice garden feature. Well, saying we don't really make a garden, we just use one of the set pieces in the game. So now we have the mound more or less finished. I'm going to put a fence all the way around. With Suicide Squad, make sure they can't jump off. And so we come down to the bottom. Such, I mean, we touch paths. Okay, now I want to get a roof on. I actually put 2 roofs on. Probably wondering why. The problem is when you do the shape roof, as such, we can look up and you see all crevices and all sorts of stuff. It's not flat inside, so I'll put the old flat ceiling in, if you want to call it, then the roof on top. So now we've got the old building. Now I just got to do add some rocks, add some flowers, stick some vines and things all around the building, make it a bit more exciting to look at. Put some of these columns around, the old little fire things on top. I think they look great. Get some columns done. Just finish it off really, make it look good. And again, I said, get all the rocks and everything around the outside. Make it look like a bit of a rockery mountain. Get the fence in. This is actually from the generic piece, but I think it went quite well. I added some extra tiles along there, stop the grass coming through. Solved the problem, that's what matters at the end of the day. Now I'm putting this fence along here. I do actually add a glass screen to one of the pieces. I'm thinking about adding, I'm not sure if it'll really go. A glass screen window all the way around. You have to think about that, if I keep it or not. Come on camera, stay still for a change, make my day. Not that I want to actually climb those steps. They're quite a climb up them. If we try to get up there. Yeah, so 2.5 hours or 3 hours or whatever it was to make it. I think I probably spent an hour sorting out a blinking path system more than anything. If you want this as a blueprint, let me know, and I'll try and attach everything as possible, but I'm not quite sure if you get the path system working. You can see there I've got the window in the centre. I have to think about that bit. Okay, well I'll leave it there. Blitz out. That is all.